Rain falls on a street in St. Mary's Bay. It runs along the curb, slips through a grate, and disappears. A few hours later, a beach may carry a warning about wastewater. The strange part is not that rain entered a drain. It is that some rain can find its way into pipes meant for toilets, sinks, and washing machines. Here is the idea that makes New Zealand's water problems easier to understand. A town does not have one water system. It has three: drinking water, wastewater, and stormwater. Many costly failures happen where those three networks leak, touch, or carry water they were never meant to carry. On July 27, 2026, the Water Services Authority published the first complete national picture of public drinking water and wastewater network performance. Operators reported 11,535 wastewater overflows during the year from July 2024 to June 2025. That was an average of about 31 reported events every day. The number is disturbing, but it needs a clear meaning. An overflow happens when untreated wastewater escapes from the wastewater network onto land or into water. It is not a count of 31 separate drinking water failures. It is not a measure of 31 equal spills. One event may be small and short, another may continue for many hours and release a far greater volume. The National Reporting Guide also treats a monitored overflow lasting at least 3 minutes as an event. If it continues for more than 24 hours, it can be counted as another event on the following day. The total therefore describes frequency, not the exact amount of sewage released. Now follow the rain underground. Stormwater is the water that lands on roofs, roads, driveways, and parks. Its network is designed to move that water away before streets and homes flood. It may flow through pipes, open channels, streams or ponds before reaching a river or the sea. Wastewater begins inside buildings. It carries what leaves toilets, showers, kitchens, laundries, shops, and workplaces. That water is supposed to travel through a closed sewer to a treatment plant. Drinking water travels in a third network. It has been treated and is kept under pressure as it moves towards homes and businesses. On a plan, those systems look separate. Under an old street, the separation can become messy. Some older places have combined pipes that carry both stormwater and wastewater. Elsewhere the systems are separate, but rain still enters the sewer through cracked pipes, loose joints, low manholes, damaged gully traps, or a private drain connected to the wrong network. Groundwater can also push through defects in an aging pipe. A sewer designed for ordinary household use can then receive an enormous extra load during heavy rain. The toilets did not suddenly flush more. The pipe simply began carrying part of the storm. More than 1/3 of the overflows reported nationally were caused by flow exceeding the network's capacity. About another third were linked to blockages. Those two causes need different answers. Capacity can be increased with larger pipes, storage tanks, pumping stations, and treatment equipment. Rain can be kept out by fixing cracks, lifting vulnerable openings, correcting wrong connections, and separating combined networks. Cities can also hold more stormwater above ground with planted areas, ponds, and spaces that slow a sudden rush. Blockages often begin with ordinary household choices. Cooking fat cools and sticks to a pipe. Wet wipes do not break apart like toilet paper. Roots find a small crack, grow towards the moisture, and catch other material. The blockage narrows the path until wastewater must go somewhere else. A bright new treatment plant therefore cannot solve every overflow. The trouble may be kilometers away, beneath a kitchen, a road, or a tree. It also explains why a sinkhole attracts so much attention. In late July 2026, a hole opened on Hackett Street in Auckland's St. Mary's Bay. It was reported as about 5 meters long, 3 meters wide, and more than 1 meter deep, with water visible below. The road had also been damaged during the Auckland anniversary floods of 2023. A sinkhole does not by itself prove that drinking water is contaminated. Water may wash soil away around a damaged pipe until the ground above loses support. Engineers still have to identify the source, inspect the nearby networks, make the area safe, and decide what must be repaired. That is why an alarming hole can take weeks or months to close properly. The drinking water risk follows a different path. A sound drinking water main is pressurized, so water tends to move out through a leak rather than allow dirty water in. But if the pipe is damaged and pressure becomes too low, contamination outside the pipe can move in. Treatment barriers and testing matter, but so do pressure, maintenance, and the condition of the network after treatment. This is the quiet connection between a leaking main, a wastewater overflow, and a beach warning. They may involve different pipes, yet each reveals how much a city depends on assets nobody normally sees. The national report also revealed a problem with knowledge. Much public wastewater infrastructure was reported as being in poor or unknown condition. Close to half of existing wastewater consents will need renewal within the next 10 years. Good decisions require more than a list of pipe ages. Operators need inspection, monitoring, overflow locations, causes, volumes, and evidence about which failure would hurt the most people or the most sensitive environment. That changes the useful question. It is easy to ask why every old pipe has not already been replaced. No city can open every road at once. The harder job is to know which repair prevents the greatest risk before the ground gives way. Residents have a smaller but real part in that system. Only toilet paper and human waste should go down a toilet. Fat belongs in a container, or the rubbish once it is cool, not in the sink. Wet wipes belong in a bin, even when their packaging makes them sound harmless. Private stormwater connections and gully traps need to be correct and kept in good condition. Those actions will not repair an aging public network. They can stop avoidable pressure from joining an already difficult problem. If someone you know thinks a rainy day and a sewage spill are unrelated, share this story with them. The 31 daily overflows were not 31 versions of one failure. They were warnings from 3 water networks, meeting underground in ways the city above could no longer ignore.